Hello viewers, welcome to our lecture series on marketing management, and we are going to continue our discussion on the topic of promotion mix, as we have been talking about 4 P's, and within the 4 P's we are now talking about promotion mix. And in that I had already given you the basic background of what exactly this component of marketing mix is all about and what we have been doing into this promotion mix. But now, extending our discussion on this topic, I will be telling you about the promotion mix, what exactly modern marketing calls for, what are the expectations of modern marketing from the promotion mix, and then we will be talking about marketing communication, eventually talking about the different modes and the factors that affect marketing communication mix, and eventually we will talk about communication models. Because in promotion mix, whatever we are promoting, we have to, in one way or the other, we have to communicate. So, whether I am able to communicate what exactly my product is, whatever information I wish to convey, either I wish to inform or I wish to persuade the customers, or I wish to remind them about a particular product. So, whatever is my agenda, whether I could ensure the proper communication or not, that is something which decides the success of promotion mix as a component of marketing mix, or you can call it as a component of 4 P's. So, with this as an agenda of today's discussion, I will now be telling you about the questions which we are supposed to answer from the promotion mix. So, when we are shouldered with the responsibility of promoting a product, or when we are talking about the promotion mix as a component of 4 P's, there are certain questions which we are supposed to answer. The first and the foremost question is, what is the role of marketing communications? So, we should never forget what exactly is our role, whether my role is confined to floating an advertisement only, or I have something more than that to do. So, what is the role of marketing communication as a component of marketing mix? That is something which I must know. The second is, how do marketing communications work? Once I had communicated, the way people are going to react to that particular communication or advertisement or sales promotion campaign, or whatever modus operandi I am following with regard to my marketing communication. So, the way people are, the way mass is going to react to that particular communication, that is also a question in front of me. How do marketing communication work? I should know that in what way my advertisement is functioning. So, this when a particular advertisement or sales promotion campaign is being run, it is acting as a tracer which is going into to the masses. So, there is a tracer in the name of advertising or sales promotion campaign, and we have to understand that what impact does it have on masses, or you can say on audience. The next question is, what are the major steps in developing effective communication? What steps do I need to take if I really wish to develop an effective communication for my particular product or services? What is my communication mix and how should it be set? What should be the combination of advertising, sales promotion, discounts, offers, and many other components of promotion mix, which we will be discussing in due course of our deliberation on the topic. So, what is going to be the permutation and combination of different components, and what is an integrated marketing communication program? So, these are all questions which are there in our mind when we are shouldered with the responsibility of a marketer, and we are basically dealing with this P, that is called promotion mix, out of our marketing mix, that is called product, price, place, and the fourth one is promotion. So, what are marketing communication? Let us first understand, which I had already discussed with you, but I am just giving you a reminder of the same, that any means by which firm is attempting to either inform, persuade, or remind the consumers or potential customers, either directly or indirectly, about their offerings. So, whatever product and brands I am offering, I am going to inform my customers, either inform or persuade or remind them, depending upon the stage of my product in its life cycle. So, whatever stage I am into, wherever my product stands, accordingly I will be deciding my promotional strategy, or accordingly I will be deciding my communication strategy. So, either I would be informing or I would be persuading, or at times we need to remind our customers that yes, you have been using our product since very long, and you should not be driven by the marketing gimmicks, and you must trust the tested one. So, you should trust the tested one. This line is actually a kind of reminder oriented advertisement, where we are reminding our customers that you have been our customer since very long. So, we are either informing them directly or indirectly about our products, about offerings, about our brand value, about any newness into my production process, into my product, or I have something to speak to my customers. So, whenever and whatever I have to speak to my customers or potential customers, for that I need to communicate with them, and the solution to that is marketing communication. So, what can be the possible modes of marketing communications? So, to a layman it is only advertisement. If you ask a layman what is a mode of marketing communication, the answer would come in a very obvious manner, that advertising is the only tool for marketing communication. But let me tell you, my dear learners, it is one of the tools which marketers are resorting to. It is not the only tool of ensuring marketing communications. There are many other tools, and advertising is one of them. So, let us understand what exactly advertising does, what exactly sales promotion does. So, we have advertising, we have sales promotion, we have events and experiences, we have public relation and publicity, we have direct marketing, we have interactive marketing, we have word of mouth publicity, or what you call as word of mouth marketing, and we do have personal selling. So, if you ask me about the gamut which we have with regard to the modes of marketing communication, we have not only advertising, but we have many such things to do, which actually ranges from advertising to sales promotion to interactive marketing to word of mouth, and of course, many other ways of ensuring communication with your customers. So, in whatever manner, either directly or indirectly, when I am interacting with my customers, it becomes the mode of communication. So, mode of communication of course is not limited to advertising only, and that is why we say advertising is one of the modes of marketing communication, not the only one. So, we have many other modes of ensuring marketing communication. Now, the question comes, when I have so many modes of marketing communications, what can be the possible communication platforms? And when I talk about platforms, I need to tell you about all the communication modes, and mode wise we can understand the platform. For instance, if I take example of advertising. Now, advertising is a mode of communication. What can be the possible platforms for this communication mode? For instance, I have to float an advertisement. So, it can be a print advertising, or it can be a broadcasted ads. So, I may decide to go for having a print advertising. And once I have decided to go for print advertising, the platform can be, the media can be, the vehicle can be say a newspaper or a magazine. Now, within the magazine I have to decide whether it is a general magazine or it is an industrial magazine. Depending upon the type of product we are going to float, we are going to communicate about, that would also decide the type of newspaper, the type of magazine in which we have to float our advertisement. So, for advertisement the platform is print and broadcast ad. It can be packaging inserts, that you are actually inserting some information inside the packaging, you are informing about the products. You are having some motion pictures, you are showing some motion pictures in terms of visuals. It can be brochures and booklets which you are distributing among the people, depending upon the type of products or services, or in nutshell you can say depending upon your offerings. So, you have to decide whether I will go for packaging inserts, or I will go for motion pictures, or I will go for brochures and booklets, or whatever modus operandi I need to resort to. It can be a poster, it can be billboard. If you are going for outdoor advertising, it can be a billboard or signage, what you call. It can be a point of purchase displays also. So, at the point of purchase also, at times we ensure we offer some displays, and that is also there. There can be a way of giving your advertisement is that you have to display your logos at different places. It can be a videotape, and My dear learners, the list is exhaustive, list is endless. Depending upon the type of product, the kind of market you are into, and wherever the customers, the platforms on which customers are or the potential customers are available. So wherever they are available, you have to make yourself available. So once you have decided your mode of communication, say for instance advertising, you have to choose with regard to your communication platforms, and out of all these platforms which I have just mentioned, you can select any one of them depending upon the type of product with which you are dealing and your customers, that wherever they are available, accordingly you would ensure. Now, when we talk about sales promotion after advertising, the second most popular answer to this question is that what can be the communication platform. The second one is sales promotion. Now, once we have to go for sales promotion, there can be different ways of promoting your sales. The first is by the way of having some contest, games and sweepstakes. So contest and games you all understand, but when we listen to this word of sweepstakes, there is a question in our mind, what exactly we mean by this. Actually, sweepstake is also a kind of game or contest where you can win that particular game by chance. It does not require any skill. So here the winning of yours by chance is just to ensure that you should know about the particular product, you should enjoy that particular process, that yes, this company is promoting its sales by this way also, and in return or as a prize also you are getting the product, or at times if not product, you are getting some discounts or offers on that. It can be trade shows, exhibits, that you are going for participating in an exhibition where you are having your own stalls, you are exhibiting your products or offerings, whatever you have. Sometimes for sales promotion, the most popular way is to deal with the coupons that you are which is being given to you. There can be some rebate or discount, there can be some entertainment entertainment efforts, and during that entertainment process or some visuals, you are also promoting your product. It can be a continuity programs with which you can promote your sales. So the third communication platform which is there in front of us is events or experiences. Sometimes there is a sports going on, say for instance World Cup, T20, or different matches are there. So depending upon the likelihood of your customers visiting those particular playgrounds where that particular game is going on, you can promote your product accordingly. You can become either an official sponsor, or you can become a sponsor for a specific purpose. So sports, entertainment, festivals, art, there can be some causes, factory tours. At times students are being made to visit a particular factory. There is a scheme of having industrial visits. So you must be thinking that what benefit these companies are going to have with this industrial visits of students. Of course, the purpose is to promote their products, to promote their processes, to promote about the name of their company, because there can be a word of mouth publicity once those learners, those students are visiting that particular industry or that particular unit. They come to know about the processes this company is following, and you'll be surprised to note that it causes some financial cost also to the company. When those students are visiting, they are either offered some refreshment or some kind of gifts in terms of the samples of the product is also being offered to them. So factory tours can also be a way of ensuring or participating or offering some experiences to the potential customers or to the customers. It can be company museums, street activities you can have depending upon the type of product you are dealing with. There can also be a way of communicating about your product which is called as public relations, where you are having press kits, speeches, seminars, annual reports. So in one way or the other you are doing some publication. There can be some charitable donations. Suppose you are donating a particular ambulance to a hospital which is actually being exhibiting that this ambulance is donated by this particular company. I can give you an example of some libraries which are being managed by some business houses, and they are named in the name of those people who have donated significant amount of funds to those libraries. It can be publications, it can be community relations, it can be company magazines, but in one way or the other you are basically communicating about your company, brand or the product by the way of maintaining public relations. It cannot be a direct advertisement, but indirectly also it is telling about the company. Suppose if you are having the name of a company on a particular ambulance which is passing which is just passing by when you are driving your car. So, you also come to know that yes, this particular corporate entity has donated this particular ambulance to a hospital. So, this speaks about their social contribution, their CSR activities. But side by side, along with that donation, the name of the company and the brand also gets prominence there, and you come to know that yes, this is also a brand which is doing all these things. The last one is personal selling. Of course, personal selling is where sales representatives are there to answer to your queries, and they are the one who are going to basically tell you about whatever doubts or inhibitions you have in your mind about a particular product or a particular offerings. So, you can say whatever points, whatever parameters which act as a resistance to sales, to which we call as sales resistance. So, they are the one who are going to remove those hurdles, and they clarify our doubts. So, it can be a sales meeting, it can be incentive programs, it can be offering samples, it can be fairs and trade shows. Although when we are having trade shows and publicity programs, these are the people who are actually working on the ground, and they are promoting a particular product of a company or a particular brand of a company. So, you can go for direct marketing where you are offering catalogs, you are having mailings, telemarketing, electronic shopping. You all know about all these things: TV shopping, email, voicemail, blogs, websites. So, there is nothing new which I need to explain, but here the point which is supposed to be understood is that this can also be a mode of communication. Now, when we say word of mouth marketing, I would like to share with you a very popular statement that when there is a psychological study that when a person is happy with a particular brand or a particular person, the person is going to communicate it to at least 3 to 5 people. So, suppose if I am happy with Mr. X or a particular brand, I am going to tell about that particular brand to 3 to 5 people. But when I am not happy, when I am not satisfied, the chances of me communicating about this product increases to the extent of 15 people. So, when you are happy, you share with 3 people. When you are not happy, you spread this information to at least 12 to 15 people. So, this is you can understand the extent or the power of word of mouth publicity. So, this is also called as word of mouth marketing, where it is going person to person. It can be by the way of chat rooms, it can be by the way of blogs, where you are actually telling about a particular brand or a particular company. So, even if it is being communicated to 3 people, then too we should work on that, because one person is acting as a reference group or a reference person, and that percolates down to the other people also. So, word of mouth marketing is also a way. Now, the question comes, what are the elements in the communication process? Of course, there is a sender who is sending the information, there is some encoding of contents which we are going to communicate, there is a message. So, encoder is having messages, and then decoding is being done by the people who are receiving. So, receiver is there, receiver is going to respond to this particular message, and of course, in this entire process of communication, the noise cannot be undermined, the noise cannot be ignored, even the component of noise is there, and eventually we get the feedback from the communication. So, these are the basic or core elements of communication process. So, communication is of course not a new thing to us, but when it comes to advertising, it becomes a very important or significant task, cause it involves huge amount of cost. When I am floating an advertisement, or whenever I am having any of these communication platforms to be used by me as a marketer, then of course it is going to involve a huge amount of cost. So, I have to be very vigilant, very cautious that whatever amount I am spending, whether it is going to communicate effectively or not. So for that we need to understand that what are the various basic models of advertising, or per se we call it models of communication. There is a very popular model called AIDA model. We call it AIDA framework also, and it was developed by Lewis, and Lewis talked about AIDA. When we use this acronym as AIDA, basically we have to understand it starts from attention, interest, desire and action. So these are the four component of AIDA, that there is a component of attention, second one is interest, then desire and then action. So when I say attention, it means there is a situation of unawareness. So we have to drive the person from the state of unawareness to awareness. That is called drawing attention, or it should draw attention of the audience. So we have to attract the attention of the customer or the potential customer to whom this particular communication is being addressed. So once I am floating an advertisement, I need to understand, I need to have this this point in my mind that yes, there can be a situation of unawareness. So I have to first draw the attention of the potential customer or the audience, and we have to make them drive from the situation of unawareness to awareness. The second one is interest. Once I have drawn the attention of the person, now the work of communication starts. The customer should take interest in your communication. You have to make your talk, your communication so effective that the person whose attention you have drawn should be bound to listen to you, to listen to your content. So you should raise customer interest by focusing on, and you must give a demonstration of the advantages and benefits instead of focusing on features as we have been doing in traditional advertising. We should try to tell them about the advantages and benefit, that why should you take interest into this particular offering. If your entire message is being encoded with this motive, that customer must find an answer to this question, that what are the possible benefits and advantages of this offering, then of course your communication is going to be effective, and it will help your customer travel from this stage to another one. And what is another step? The third step, from attention to interest, then desire. Once the customer is being informed about the advantages of a particular offering, they start getting convinced. So you have to convince your customers that they want and desire the product or service, and that it is going to satisfy their needs. So your particular communication must have that capability of convincing your customers that yes, this is the only product, or this is the one of the products which has the ability of satisfying your particular need, or it is a kind of solution to the problems with which you are suffering. And once you have created that desire, of course the last point is of action. So it will lead customer towards taking action, and action, when I say, it means I am indicating towards the purchase. So from attention to interest, then desire and then action. So we have to actually let our customer travel from attention to interest, then to desire, and eventually we want them to act as per our own requirement, which means they must do the purchase. There is also an addition of S to close the loop. Another letter is being added, that is called loyalty or satisfaction, and we call it AIDAS model, AIDAS model. Although there are some other models also which we will be discussing in due course of our discussion, but here let me reiterate that AIDA model is one of the basic model of communication which is very much used by most of the advertisers in their advertising campaigns. So with this I am concluding this very segment of my lecture on promotional mix. Thank you so much.